If Pakistan's territorial integrity begins to dissolve post Operation Sindoor and the Pahalgam response, how might global financial institutions like the IMF and FATF react? Could we see a shift in how rogue or failing states are economically handled in the multipolar world? Also, will India's assertive diplomacy now become a blueprint for other rising powers facing cross border terrorism and proxy warfare? Look, we are the only major power facing cross border terrorism and proxy warfare. Nobody else does, nobody else faces this. And this is a legacy of the previous Cold War. Um, so, okay, so so I addressed that part of the question. Now, if Pakistan starts breaking up, if its territorial integrity begins to dissolve post Operation Sindoor, if Balochistan declares independence, if Sindhu Desh declares independence, if Khyber Pakhtunkhwa opens the border with Afghanistan and says we are now one with Afghanistan, what happens? How does the IMF react? How does FATF or whatever react? They can't do much about this, first of all, right? And they can only deal with sovereign nations. They cannot deal with nations that are whose boundaries are evolving, and nations that don't really have a government. When a nation is breaking up and its borders are being reshaped in real time, it means that the nation has no viable government. Otherwise, that would not happen, right? So when a nation is rudderless like that, IMF, the World Bank, whoever, they are of no use and they can't do a thing about it. They just have to wait it out until the situation stabilizes and some kind of new governance entity emerges in that nation, and then they can deal with that. Um, so yeah, that's the thing.